Hello, and welcome to this service of the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Hendersonville. I'm Becky Reed, your worship associate today. Whoever you are, whatever you are, whomever you love, you are welcome here. If you would like to learn more about UUFH, please feel free to visit our website at uufhnc.org. And I invite you to join us today, or stay with us, for our Stones of Community at 11:30 on Sunday. We begin this holiday service with this invocation from the late minister Ed Frost. The carols we sing are echoes of the years of our lives, Christmas visitors bringing with them memories of other scenes, of other times, of other people, of us, ourselves, in other guises, all covered with snow and life. Singing old songs in new places, we sing together in the harmony of our humanness, remembering at Christmas every tear, every hand, every singing of the song.
Season's greetings, everyone. My name is Don Rollins, and I serve as accredited interim minister to our Unitarian Universalist congregation here in Hendersonville, North Carolina. As always, we're glad that you've taken some time to be with us whenever you're viewing this holiday service. If you're struggling this year, as so many of us are, we hope these few moments will remind you that you are not alone and you are not forgotten. If this season finds you blessed and strong, then we celebrate with you, and we hope you spread your joy to all who pass your way. We come to this hour in the spirit of the Universalist branch of our blended religious family. We have once again told the story of Hanukkah. We have marked the winter solstice, made ready for Yule. Soon we will join in spirit with our many siblings who will be observing Kwanzaa, and those in the Eastern traditions as they honor their elders each December. But for now, we pause to hear once again the story of a refugee family whose journey through dangers calls across the centuries, inviting us to hope when hope is scarce, inviting us to seek peace when peace is hard to find. From the Christian Scriptures in the book of Luke. In those days, a decree went out from Caesar Augustus that all should be enrolled, each to their own city. And so Joseph went down to Galilee from the city of Nazareth to Judea, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the lineage of David. And there he was enrolled with Mary, his betrothed, who was with child. And while they were there, the time came for her to be delivered. And she gave birth to her firstborn son, and wrapped him in warm cloths, and laid him in a manger, for there was no place for them in the inn. And in the region there were shepherds out in the field, tending their flock at night. And an angel appeared to them, and a light shone all around them, and they were filled with fear. I bet they were. But the angel said to them, "Be not afraid, for I bring you good news of the great joy that has come to all. And this will be the sign to you. You will find an infant wrapped in blankets, sleeping in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God in the highest, and on earth peace for all.
Christmas, everyone. My offering tonight is a reading from Dr. Maya Angelou entitled Amazing Peace. Thunder rumbles in the mountain passes, and lightning rattles the eaves of our houses. Floodwaters await us in our avenues. Snow falls upon snow, to avalanche over unprotected villages. The sky slips low and gray and threatening. We question ourselves. What have we done to so affront nature? We worry God. Are you there? Are you there really? Does the covenant you made with us still hold? Into this climate of fear and apprehension, Christmas enters. Streaming lights of joy, ringing bells of hope, and singing carols of forgiveness high up in the bright air. The world is encouraged to come away from rancor, come the way of friendship. It is the glad season. Thunder ebbs to silence and lightning sleeps quietly in the corner. Floodwaters recede into memory. Snow becomes a yielding cushion to aid us as we make our way to higher ground. Hope is born again in the faces of children. It rides on the shoulders of our aged as they walk into their sunsets. Hope spreads around the earth, brightening all things, even hate, which crouches breeding in dark corners. In our joy, we think we hear a whisper. At first, it is too soft, then only half heard. We listen carefully as it gathers strength. We hear a sweetness. The word is peace. It is loud now. It is louder than the explosion of bombs. We tremble at the sound. We are thrilled by its presence. It is what we have hungered for. Not just the absence of war, but true peace. A harmony of spirit, a comfort of courtesies, security for our beloveds and their beloveds. We clap hands and welcome the peace of Christmas. We beckon this good season to wait a while with us. We, Baptist and Buddhist, Methodist and Muslim, say come. Come, peace. Come and fill us and our world with your majesty. We, the Jew and the Jainist, the Catholic and the Confucian, implore you to stay a while with us, so that we may learn by your shimmering light how to look beyond complexion and see community. It is Christmas time, a halting of hate time. On this platform of peace, we can create a language to translate ourselves to ourselves and to each other. At this holy instance, we celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ into the great religions of the world. We jubilate the precious advent of truth and trust. We shout the glorious tongues at the coming of hope. All the earth's tribes loosen their voices to celebrate the promise of peace. We, angels and mortals, believers and non-believers, look heavenward and speak the word aloud. Peace. We look at our world and speak the word aloud. Peace. We look at each other, then into ourselves, and we say without shyness or apology or hesitation, peace, my brother. Peace, my sister. Peace, my soul.
Joy to the word is come. Let earth with praises ring. Let every heart prepare a room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Joy to the earth, now gladness reigns. Let hearts their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat, repeat. joy. No more lessons and sorrows grow, no thorns infest the ground. Let righteousness its glory show, as far as love is found, as far as love is found, as far as love is found.
Hey everybody, Merry Christmas! I'm gonna read you guys this really great book called Merry Unchristmas. It was Christmas morning, and Noelle was opening her presents. She got a new doll, and a dollhouse, and ice skates, and a computer, and a bike, and even a pony. Gee, thanks, she said with a yawn. Oh, she is not very excited. Oh, her pony is sad. Noelle put her bike in the garage with all her other bikes, and she let her pony play in the backyard with all her other ponies. Oh, goodness. That's a lot of ponies and a lot of bikes. Doesn't seem like she uses any of them. For Christmas dinner, Noelle's mother made turkey with chestnut dressing and mashed potatoes and carrots and peas and 5 kinds of pie. Turkey with chestnut dressing and mashed potatoes and carrots and peas and 5 kinds of pie again? Her father moaned. Noelle ate exactly 3 peas and then left the table. Oh no, look at all that food. Even her dad is not happy. I wonder why. Noelle squeezed into her room through all the dolls and skates and computers. Another boring day, she said with a sigh, and went to sleep. And when she woke up the next morning, it was Christmas again. Nuts, thought Noelle. What? Christmas 2 days in a row? Now, don't think that Noelle is a spoiled brat or that her family is crazy. That's what I was thinking. They're all very nice people, I assure you. It's just that they live in Christmas City. Oh, it's the one place in the world where Christmas is 364 days out of the year. Now, there are 365 days in the whole year. So all but one are Christmas. That's a lot of Christmas. Okay, what happens? That night, Noelle's father was reading the newspaper. Noelle saw something on the back page that made her heart dance with joy. And it said, what does this say? It says, only 3 more non-shopping days till un-Christmas. What? Is it true? Noelle gasped. Check the calendar, said her mom. It was true. Soon it would be un-Christmas, the one unmagical, un-holiday day in all of Christmas City. Everybody loved un-Christmas, but no one loved it more than Noelle. Look how happy she is. Oh, turns out un-Christmas is August 16th. We'll have to remember that. The family set to work getting ready for un-Christmas. They undecorated the Christmas tree and they took the wreath off the front door. When Father took the tree out to the street, Noelle couldn't believe how big and empty the living room looked. It's beautiful, she said. It's all empty. The dog is excited. Noelle was up bright and early on un-Christmas morning. She was so excited. She didn't have to unwrap any presents or pose for any dumb pictures. She didn't have to kiss her Uncle Dave with the beard or her Aunt Polly with the mustache. But there was one thing she did have to do. She had to go to school. Yay! Since schools are closed for Christmas, Noelle's school was only open one day in the whole year. It was great fun for Noelle to be in one big room with all of her friends. Christine, Chris, Chrissy, Holly, Carol, Christopher, Noelle, and Klaus. All the kids in Christmas City loved school. Do you love school? Oh, they all look so happy. After school, Noelle went home and turned on the TV. There were no holiday specials, no Christmas parades, no Grinch, and no Scrooge. She got to see all new shows, cartoons and soap operas and Oprah, and even a great show called Gilligan's Island. Ask your mom about that one. Noelle thought nothing could tear her away from the TV, but then she caught sight of the chubby man with a sack, a man who came to visit one day a year. I wonder who it could be. It was the mailman. Because the post office is closed on Christmas, it's the only day he gets to bring the mail. The mailman emptied out his sack, and Noelle sang her favorite un-Christmas carol. Ready? There's nobody merrier than the letter carrier, with the biggest bag you've ever seen, filled with lots of bills for Dad. Cheer up, Dad, don't be mad. There was postcards and junk mail and even some magazines. Guess what we're having for un-Christmas dinner, said Noelle's mom. Meatloaf? Said her father hopefully. Even better, said her mom. We're having TV dinners. And everyone cheered. Wow, are you ever excited for TV dinners? After un-Christmas dinner, Noelle and her parents went downtown for the traditional de-lighting of the Christmas tree. The mayor of Christmas City threw a giant switch, and every light on the giant evergreen tree went out. It was so dark, the people could see thousands of stars twinkling in the sky. Ooh, said the cloud. Delightful, Noelle's father said every year. His dumb joke was a tradition, too. Wow, because they turned off the pretty lights on the tree, they could see the pretty lights in the sky. As her mother tucked her into bed, Noelle said, I wish it could be un-Christmas every day. Oh, I bet you'd get tired of it after a while, said her mom. I bet I wouldn't, said Noelle, before she drifted off to sleep. The end. Oh, she's going to sleep with a math book. She wants to go back to school. And now I wish you and yours a happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, and let's be grateful that Christmas is only one day a year. Bye!
tradition is blessed with many meaningful readings for this time of year. As we reflect on the events of the passing year, we return to these familiar words from the minister, theologian, and educator Howard Thurman. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the travelers are home, when the shepherds are back with their flocks, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace, to make music. Thank you again for spending part of this holiday season with us. We especially thank Catherine Price, our longtime music director, for every smile, every song and hymn, every note that has hallowed our sanctuary and thereby our very lives. Go in peace, all.
Hi again. Mary Bracy, my spouse, and I want to take a few moments to wish you the best possible Christmas. This is not the kind reserved only for one tradition, not the easy and commercial kind, but the kind of holiday that invites us, and even in times like this, invites us to take a chance on peace, take a chance on love despite it all. And why would we ask for such an audacious leap of faith in such a perilous time? Because, as I mentioned in the sermon a few months ago, because we're still here, because the very spirit of life courses through our breasts even as I speak these words, because peace and love still move among us, tugging at our hearts, daring us to believe in spite of an unbelievable era of so much suffering. So as with so much of our lives under the pandemic, my Christmas wishes have been distilled this year. I wish peace for all who have left us. I wish mending for the broken hearts of those beloveds who should have been with them in this holiday season. I wish gratitude for all who have cared, all who are caring for the victims and the survivors of this virus. And I wish speed for the vaccines we pray will turn this around. And then I wish compassion. I wish compassion this Christmas for ourselves, for all the places we've failed this year, all the places we have made mistakes, all those places we have turned away from the good that's within us. And I wish compassion for those who are closest to us. May mercy and fortitude be their cradle, be their manger of rest. And I wish compassion for a world so burdened, so afraid. Let us find in ourselves to do that favor, whatever it is. Share some abundance. Do the small things that are no longer so small. And then finally, I want to say heartfelt thanks for the congregation that I serve. You've extended yourselves to Mary and me, including us in your circle of caring, even as we find our own way through life under COVID. What a gift to be held in that embrace. But enough about me this Christmas. Mary has her own blessings and thank yous.
Hello, everyone. It really has been a blessing to be here, and I echo everything that Dawn just said with a hearty blessed be. One of my favorite readings for Christmas time doesn't come from scripture or any heady books or readings. It actually is the end of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And at first it might seem a little corny, and maybe it is, and that's okay, because I think we all need a little corny every once in a while. But like many of Dr. Seuss's writings, it also reminds us of some really important things as well. So I'd like to share that with you. Every who down in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming, it came. Somehow or other, it came just the same. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags. He puzzled and puzzled till his puzzler was sore, and then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 times that day. I wish for all of us that all of our hearts will grow 3 times this coming year. And there'll be 3 times more love in the world and 3 times more kindness in the world. And it can start with us. Happy holidays.
I love the puzzler line.
I do too.
Our tradition is blessed with many meaningful readings for this time of year. As we reflect on the events of the passing year, we return to these familiar words from the minister, theologian, and educator Howard Thurman. When the song of the angels is stilled, when the star in the sky is gone, when the travelers are home, when the shepherds are back with their flocks, the work of Christmas begins. To find the lost, to heal the broken, to feed the hungry, to release the prisoner, to rebuild the nations, to bring peace, to make music. Thank you again for spending part of this holiday season with us. We especially thank Catherine Price, our longtime music director, for every smile, every song and hymn, every note that has hallowed our sanctuary and thereby our very lives. Go in peace, all.